not a YouTuber, just like making videos. And I was watching a video by a very well-spoken, educated sister by the name of Lashid4U. I don't know the name of that YouTube channel. I may be getting that channel, her name wrong, her channel name wrong. But I'll put the link to the video I'm responding to in the description box and the link to her channel. Now, Lashid4U made a video about the the Ferguson verdict and black on black crime. How a lot of people like to just deflect and always reflect about what about the black community and the black on black crime there and so forth. And that's all it is, just a deflection. And she did a good job countering that. And she also talked about us black people need to start policing ourselves, and we may need to go back into segregation and so forth. And now I want to touch up on what she said. The thing is about segregation, I said it before, black people and white people were never fully segregated in this country. Segregation means that we can't go into their neighborhoods and do in their shops or whatever, but they can do it to ours. Right? When us black people were segregated, white police officers were still locking us up and putting us in their jail cells. And we were also still paying taxes to a white government, from our work and so forth. So we wasn't like, okay, us black people, we stay over here, you white people stay over there. No interaction. No. It was just oppression, so forth. White people are, U.S. government is not going to let that happen. I'm like, look what happened to Malachi York. But yeah, what she was saying was on point. It was on everything she said was on point. I like how she mentioned the fact that the Nation of Islam at one point was patrolling Cabrini Green projects, and I remember hearing about that. I even remember seeing that on TV and so forth, and I remember seeing just a video footage of it looked like some hand-to-hand drug dealer and some Nation of Islam guys on on their walkie-talkies and just running after them. I said, oh man, that's great. But she said that I guess they discontinued funding because they didn't want to fund the racist group. And yes, us policing ourselves is the obvious answer, but they're not going to let that happen. The thing is with black people, the typical black person just wants to live his life out as an American citizen, go to the movies, go to work, come home, watch TV, watch sports, go to the bar, eat chicken wings, and so forth. Just the same thing white people want to do. But then we have these cataclysms, that happened, Mike Brown, Trayvon Martin, to remind us, our place and who we are. Our problems is not being evaluated properly, our logic. You know what I mean? Or with a sensible mind. That's why people always go into this whole, black on black crime tangent. And that's the thing. And the thing is with us black people, if we do want to, create the black civilization, a separate nation, which is not going to happen. If it did, it would have happened already. I'm like, we can't just wait until these occurrences, until something bad happens, the police officer kills a black person and don't even get indicted, and then we're like, okay, we need to do this. I'm like, no, even when we should just sit around, pay attention to our surroundings and say, hey man, this isn't right here. Something is not right. This is not logical. I'm like, to be taken from Africa or Israel or or wherever they think black people, because thing is, us black people, we can't even agree on, well, a lot of us can't even agree on where we originally came from, but it's safe to say that we're technically a mixed genotype at this point. Even if you go into the tribes in Africa, the different tribes' DNA was different from other ones, so that's even mixed up. You know, and then mixing with the Caucasians and mixing with the Mongoloids, the Native Americans, and so forth, and in some cases the Chinese, because there was a lot of Chinese people here in those early pioneer days and so forth. So yeah, and I think that's where the white man got us. You know what I'm saying? That's where he really got us at. But no, the most logical thing is for black people to police ourselves, and white people create programs, or somebody create programs to try to push us in that direction. Because I know in major cities, especially in my city, and I know it's true in Chicago, Atlanta, that the prisons in those cities, the jail cells, the majority of the COs are black. A lot of the security guards are black. So to get these jobs, you can't have a criminal past, especially to be a correction officer. And there should be some effort to kind of like push these guys to be police officers. Like, well, he's black, he's from the same area that's high in crime. So, you know what I'm saying, this person will make an excellent cop. But no, what we get Billy Bob from, you know what I'm saying, from the Red Thorn Woods or whatever, and that comes into the black community and patrols and kicks up shit, gets shit on his shoes, and you know, he will never in his wildest dream would ever associate or come to this neighborhood on his day off or sit and drink beer. You know what I'm saying? Completely disconnect from the community. So therefore, American society is going to let you know that, hey, we're not South Africa. You know what I mean? South Africa got rid of apartheid. We didn't. So that was funny during the whole apartheid situation going on, and I'm just looking. I'm like, man, we got apartheid right here, and we're going to look at South Africa as like, oh man, you know, these people are just so bad. But yeah, so, but the thing is, America is a very hypocritical nation. And I do believe the black community will remain the same, or the decadent areas in the black community, because not all black community is bad, but when you just hear the term black community, you're going to have to see all these negative connotations inside your head about what it is. I said in previous videos, in my city, I can show you squalid white neighborhoods that just look like trash, smell like trash, and so forth. Prostitutes hanging out at the same bus stop. You see kids standing up, going to school, you know, tires in the front yard or whatever, graffiti. And I can show you black neighborhoods that is with perfectly manicured lawns. You don't see no graffiti nowhere, no gang tags anywhere. You wouldn't even know if it's a black community unless you've seen somebody. But this is not the image America wants to, you know what I'm saying, feed the public. You know what I mean? It's all about perception. And, you know, and people are tranced by what they see on TV, and in this case, what they see on the computer screen. You know, they're completely, you know what I'm saying, it's like they just completely ignore reality. They don't care about reality. You know what I mean? They trust their vision. You know what I'm saying? They trust what they see on a YouTube video, and they trust everything they see on TV. You know? And it's madness. You know? And people just want to just, I'm like, in her video, she's talking about crime is going down, and I said that too. You know, that overall the prison population has slightly dropped, has dropped like 2% from last year. You know, a lot of places like South Central LA, the gang activity just you know what I'm saying, subside and so forth. And I say this, you know, the human mind has the ability to correct itself, and when things are going RA and so forth, and people look at this right and they, hey, this is not right, let's just stop. You know, but the thing is, with black people, you know, in America, there's just so much propaganda to keep black people disorientated. You know what I mean? To promote single motherhood, for the black men to have this idea, let's go for self, and this gangster image, this player image, you know what I mean? And they use that with hip-hop music, they use that with movies, and now they're trying to push that with video games. You know, they love the standard quo. Think about it. The white people the white power structure has everything to gain from black people. From, you know what I'm saying, for the situation in some of these the poster children of black neighborhoods. They have, you know what I mean, that way they keep black people out the loop, they keep black people out of their neighborhoods. They can justify their racism now, like and they don't have to feel so guilty. They don't have to feel so guilty about what they did by demonizing. That's what you're gonna do. You demonize a person, you know, to deflect from your own guilt. You know, it's just like when if somebody was to rob somebody, if I was to, you know, do something bad to somebody, you know, and I'm completely guilty, but then I figure out that this person has also done some mischievous deeds, as I said. Now, here's a better analogy. If somebody molested a girl, you know, molested somebody when they was younger, this person ends up becoming a prostitute, skank, and drug addict, and so forth. And I can say, man, look at this person. This person is a prostitute. This is a skank. You're gonna believe this person? You're gonna believe allegations from this person when you look at this person's lifestyle? You know, this person does porno movies, drugged up. You can see the tracks in their arm. But, you know, someone with a logical mind would be like, hey, wait a minute. Maybe this person is this way because of what you did to him. And I say that when white people talk about, they tear up their own communities and then, you know, and rah. Well, then, did you ever come to the conclusion that the way, you know, things are is how they've been treated in the past? Like the great Native American, great Native American, I think Red Cloud, I don't want to get his name wrong. Red Cloud says the past directly affects the future. Just like when, you know, somebody takes tests in high school or whatever, and you can kind of like determine what they're gonna, you know, be in life. Yeah. I'm like, so therefore, but white people want to just completely detach themselves from it. As us black people, we went this way on our own. That's why there's such there's this propaganda or whatever put on by the libertarians about black people are the way they are through genetics and having a smaller brain, rather than, you know what I'm saying, the social ills are the degradation, the segregation, and that white people have crushed us with, you know what I'm saying, lack of a better terms. But also going to the concept of black on black crime. That's what she, in that video, they said, you know, they're going to use that as a tactic to you know what I'm saying, to lure people away from the real issue. You know what I'm saying, to detour people from the real issue. And my thing is like that. When I see black people killing other black people, I say, okay, were they gangbangers? Were they drug dealers? Okay, there you have it. Because let's say if black on black crime was such this disease that, you know what I'm saying, like some sort of mad cow disease or whatever, that black people would just instantly kill another black person just off a whim. You know what I mean? It would be like if, you know, if a black guy goes into Burger King and they fucked up his order and he gets so mad he just pulls out a gun and just starts shooting up the employees. You know, or two black people who work a job or whatever just, you know, just get into a little a verbal altercation and just kill each other. You know, the blacks that kill each other are gangbangers, they're criminals. America has a hardcore criminal element. We see it in the movies, we see it in the comic books and the video games. So stop looking at black on black crime as some sort of freak event. You know, the majority, you're gonna have conflict with those you most associate with. That's fact. You know, but they, you know what I'm saying, you have to understand that they're going to use these tricky words and concepts or whatever to try to throw you off, you know. But that's why people have to really, when it comes to black on black crime, really think, you know what I'm saying, for black people kill each other and so forth, and you know, blase, but they don't go into the black, where black people live at, where they don't kill each other. As I've said, I grew up on military bases. 30% of the military at that time were black. I've never seen a black person kill each other, kill one another. I haven't seen anybody murder each other, period, but I haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? If it was just so rampant, you know, I should be able to say that, yeah, you know what I'm saying, 3 or 4 or 5 of my friends, you know, so I just literally saw them just get killed by another black person. No, that's the gang banger mentality, and we know where gangs come from, and so forth. A lot of these problems started out in the Jim Crow era, and then snowballed, and now we get this whole entire mess that we have today. And then that's why people are going to look at the black community as so cantankerous and so forth. But shout out to Lashid4U. I may be getting that name wrong. Check her channel out. Check her video out. Thanks for watching, and sally forth.